things and that freaked her out.
The minute I turned off the light, she screamed. She was like, "Oh no!" And then I felt hair like sweeping my left cheek up and down.
You're listening to Haunted Hour, real ghost stories from real people.
She could actually see things and that freaked her out.
The minute I turned off the light, she screamed. She was like, "Oh no!" And then I felt hair like sweeping my left cheek up and down.
You're listening to Haunted Hour, real ghost stories from real people.
Hey, welcome everyone
Hey
to
everyone.
another lovely night of Haunted Hour. My name is Indra Sahib.
My name is Noel Boyd, I think.
You nearly forget your name, bro.
Yeah. So many things going on, man.
Huh? You lost your memory already.
No, I can't multitask. That's the problem.
What my prediction is right about you.
And that is, what is your prediction?
You can't multitask.
How would you predict something like that? No, because I'm like we decided last week, right?
Yeah.
That I'm gonna concentrate on the YouTube comments.
Oh yeah.
So I'm watching the YouTube page right now.
We are live on Facebook and YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I panicked because I couldn't see any comments, and then I tried to refresh the page, and then it hung. But I realized why I didn't see any comments, because
Okay.
nobody has left any comments yet.
No, live chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a live chat, but I think nobody is commenting. I don't know. If you're watching us live on YouTube,
Yep.
if you'd like to leave a comment, that'd be really nice, and then I can read it.
Yeah.
If not, Indra will be watching whatever there is
on Facebook. Yes.
Correcto.
Yes, brothers.
Hey.
Yeah.
my jacket.
Yeah. You know, So no need for me to like mention, I'm gonna use that against you. I'm gonna use that against you.
If you just heard a laugh in the studio, it's because we've got
Inside joke,
yeah, we actually have we got somebody else in the studio with us today, but she's not gonna be on screen, or she's
too
not
bad.
even gonna talk like she's
Too
very shy.
bad.
But she's here to
Support. Yeah, spiritually.
Yes. Spiritually, mentally.
And emotionally.
Yeah. A few people have already bought us coffee.
Wow.
So let me read this. I don't know whether I'm allowed to read it. Okay.
So early.
Daniel Tan, hello GFS bros. Keep
Hey,
up
hello,
the good work.
hello.
Love your program. Yeah, bought us 5 coffees.
Thank
Wow.
you, Daniel. Thank
What a
you.
start. And then Lisa says, "Hey guys, here's a little something to cheer you up."
Wow.
Ooh, yeah, Lisa
Something.
bought us 3 coffees. Thank you so much,
Hey,
Lisa.
thank you again. Thank you so much. And for those who appreciate our content, please do not forget to like and share this podcast. We are live on Facebook and also on YouTube.
Yeah. So somebody's really nice just said hello to us. CJ is on YouTube. He says, "Hi, GFS team." So hello, CJ.
Hey, welcome to Haunted Hour, CJ.
Indra, what
Yo.
a day you've had, huh?
Why?
With the hole in your jeans.
Oh, you have to mention that, You have to mention on the live show,
So when I got into the studio, he had to open the door for us.
Yeah.
And then he was walking weirdly,
Yeah.
like he's some Japanese lady in a kimono. So I thought he was trying to reenact World War II to excite some ghosts.
With some Japanese classical music
Yeah.
song on the background. Yeah.
And then we realized that he tore his jeans somehow.
Yeah. And by the way, right, for our viewers out there, Up to now, Noel still didn't know where is the exact spot of the hole of the jeans. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna find it by the end of the night, man. And then when I do
No
find that
way.
hole, you gotta be
no
careful.
Way. No way. I'm not going to show it. No way.
You're gonna show
I'm
it no
good.
matter what.
I'm good at cover and concealment. That is
Ooh.
what I'm good about. Man, what a way to start the night, right? What a way to start the show.
Yeah.
And for those who are going to celebrate tomorrow's holiday,
It's a holiday tomorrow.
tomorrow is Labor Day, bro. 1st of May.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's a Saturday, so
Yeah, I mean, for those who want to go out and celebrate that and want to embrace that holiday of yours, please do go out safe and follow all the regulations. Huh?
I find it so unfair. Like, why is a public holiday on a Saturday? Shouldn't Monday be a public holiday as well?
I mean, every year on the calendar, right? 1st of May, it is a Labor Day, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
apparently this year, 1st of May falls on a Saturday. So do you have a problem with the how life come to you in that manner?
no, the government should just say, okay,
Yeah.
Singaporeans are working hard, through this pandemic and all.
Mm.
It sucks that Saturday,
Yeah.
well, Labor Day falls on Saturday, and then you
Yeah.
give people,
Compensation.
like Monday, everybody
No, I think
takes off.
for some organization out there, right? They actually do give you off in lieu, so you are able to use that off in lieu in any time of after Saturday lah. You get what I
Okay.
mean?
So if any of the
Or have you been so long not in the workforce?
yeah, I'm self-employed. But I just want to say this to any of the cast and crew that's working with me on a particular production right now. You will still have to come to work on Monday. We don't have a choice.
Yeah, man. Labor Day or not Labor Day, man, we have to go on with the show, man.
Yeah. And if you are going to go in labor tomorrow, wow, best time.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about.
No, I just fill in the gap.
Oh, hey, this guy, Edwin Lim,
Who's
he
Edwin?
just said on YouTube, finally you all can see our comments on YouTube. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
So Noel will be in charge of your YouTube comment. I will be in charge for Facebook comments. Please keep your comments coming in, guys.
Yeah, and my classmate, Shalini says, hi, Noel. Hello,
Wow.
Shalini.
Your classmates from?
School, lah.
Yeah, which school?
I'm not going to say.
Primary school?
Yes. No, my classmates now. I'm studying now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So we have a good show tonight to that's in store for our viewers.
So absolutely horrible. Welcome to hell.
Well. Let's go with the show, man. Okay, but how's your week been? Busy,
Busy, man.
hectic.
So we are in production now.
Mm.
So the last 2 days has been so hectic. Today, I was out from maybe 8 in the morning, and then we just wrapped shoot earlier about 6 p.m.
Wow.
Got back home.
Wow.
Did the preparation for the show. Yeah. Like once I got home, couldn't do anything else. And then had quick dinner, and then here we are.
Well, busy day, eh?
Yeah, but I always welcome a busy day. What about you?
It's been a slow week for me.
Yeah, but you are quite slow anyway. So
Hey.
you've been having a normal week. Indra.
I mean, I've been resting quite a while lah, quite a bit lah, throughout the whole week.
Why?
Just rest lah. Just want to rest, relax, chill, not having much movement or activities.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you ill or?
No, I'm just resting at home. That's all. Usually every night I would have things going on, right?
Yeah, because you got.
My other production and stuff, but I decide to take a week rest. So here I am, man.
Okay, I think we need to have a conversation.
Happy and well rested, Indra.
Yeah. Yeah, we will have this conversation after.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay, once again, if you'd like to buy us a coffee, the link is just above Indra. It's buymeacoffee.com/GFSTV. And we have a Q&A that's going to come up later in the show. Okay,
Yeah.
that's when you can ask us any questions you want.
Hmm.
Today,
Yeah.
we're gonna invite you for the first time ever on this show. How many episodes is this?
Episode 18, bro.
18. Okay, this is our 18th episode. We're gonna invite you to call us in. Right. So
Exactly.
if you have a paranormal story that you want to share, please do not prank call us.
Yep.
Because we
appreciate.
will find out who you are, and then we will send a pontianak to your house. we got bomos that can do that for us.
Wow.
Yeah, so we will reveal the phone number later, so you can call us on that number if you have something scary that you want to share with us. Right, it could be a personal story or something a friend or family member went through. Okay, so now it's time for terrifying trivia. The theme today is paranormal phone calls. So this time we're going to talk about the Slender Man. Here we go. The Slender Man is a fictional supernatural character that originated as a creepy internet meme. And it was created by something awful forum user, Eric Knudsen, also known as Victor Search. What a name. So this was created in 2009. The Slender Man is depicted as a thin, unnaturally tall humanoid with a featureless head and face, and he wears a black suit, kind of like what you are seeing on screen now. Stories of the Slender Man commonly features him stalking, abducting, or traumatizing people, in most instances children. And the Slender Man is not confined to a single narrative, but appears in many works of fiction. And so you can find him all over in art, in literature, and many other media. Okay, so beginning in 2014, a moral panic occurred over the Slender Man after readers of his fiction were connected to several violent acts. And more so, okay, we're going to talk about this near fatal stabbing of a 12-year-old girl in Wisconsin, USA. And this is what happened on the 31st of May 2014. Two 12-year-old girls held down and stabbed a 12-year-old classmate 19 times.
Oh, man.
When questioned by the authorities, they reportedly claimed that they wished to commit a murder as a first step to becoming proxies for the Slender Man. And this is after they had read about the Slender Man online. Now, once again, these two girls are 12 years old. They also stated that they were afraid that the Slender Man would kill their families if they did not commit the murder. After they left the scene, this victim crawled out to the woods to a roadway, and a passing cyclist alerted authorities, and thankfully the victim survived the attack. Now, both attackers were diagnosed with mental illnesses, but have also been charged as adults. And let me see whether I can find a conclusion. They were actually found right in the end that because they had mental disease or defect, that they were not guilty, but they were committed to a mental health institution for sentences between 25 and 65 years, respectively.
Wow.
Now, there have been numerous sightings of the Slender Man since then in the United States and all over the world. Prior to this, Indra, have you heard about the Slender Man?
No, this is my first time, man, bro. Man, as you said, that this is a fictional character, right?
Yeah, supposedly, right? But then, there's a lot of other stuff as well,
also.
which is fictional, and then after that, it turns out to be real. Or then there are adults that mimic this to scare children. There have been fools that create characters so that children will do stuff to themselves. I can't remember what actually, but it wasn't too long ago. Maybe you guys can help us out in the comments where children would take their lives because of this fictional character.
See, it's very interesting, we come across from the histories, right? Some non-fictional characters, they turn it to be a novel, right? In terms of the horror or I would say the horror aspect of the story lah. Right? They turn it to be a novel, like Jack the Ripper.
Yeah,
right. He's a non-fictional character, man. He's a real life character that they not just create a novel of it, but at the same time, so they create a movie of it.
Yeah,
you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But this one is like the other way around. from where I can see this, a fictional character,
Yeah.
right? Somewhere or some soul out there turn that not a fictional character to be a living character.
Correct. Yeah. And then sometimes because of this, you might have entities that will take on the forms of maybe the Slenderman or demonic entity. I don't know, man. But
do you think so? Do you think entities, they are very well interested in investing their time to recreate themselves, or they come as another character instead of their real entity form?
Yeah, it could be, because it could be a lot of times. What it does is that it would manifest to someone's fear. So if you fear the Slenderman, then chances are you see that. If you fear the Pontianak, then that's the form that it's going to take. That's of course my belief. Doing this for so many years, I feel that these entities would take up the form of something that you're most fearful of. But then again, we've got the real or fake segment, which is also about the Slender Man.
Wow.
Right. So I posted this clip in 2014, right, on the GFS Facebook page, and it's gotten like 152,000 views just on Facebook alone.
Wow.
And it's of a 911 call. And like I said, it's about a Slender Man, and it's about 3 minutes long. So it's a pretty terrifying phone call if you have got a child. So I want you to listen to it, and then we will talk about this. Let us know what you think, whether you think it's real or you think it's fake. Okay, here we go.
See,
someone followed me and my brother home from school. Our parents are not home.
have you seen this person before?
No. Can you please send help?
Where are you now?
At home, in the living room. I'm looking out the front window. The tall man is scaring us.
Where is this guy?
In front of the house.
What is he doing?
He's standing behind a tree. He's very tall. Help us. I'm scared.
What was that?
I don't know. The lights went out. I'm scared.
Help is on the way.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What's happening?
He's looking at me. He has no face. His face is gone.
Calm down. Does he have a mask on?
No. He's coming. He's coming.
Calm down. Help is on the way. As long as he's outside and you're inside, you'll be fine. Describe him to me.
He has a suit on and a tie. He's very tall. He has long arms. He's bald. I'm scared.
Be
Oh my
brave, okay?
God.
I want you to be strong right now. It's going to be fine. I'm here with
When are
you.
you coming?
How's your brother doing?
He's not doing anything. He's acting strange.
What is he doing?
Staring. He's staring at me.
Is he scared?
No, he's not saying anything.
How old is he?
9.
What is the tall man doing now? What's the matter?
He's in front of the window, facing me.
Back away from the window, get your brother, go into the restroom, and lock the door. Young lady, are you okay? Hello? Are you there? Hello? Young lady, are you okay?
I'm I'm not scared anymore. The tall man just wants to play. He's my friend.
Where is he? They're with me now. They're safe. Who are you? She will be missed. Sir, please don't do this. I see you, operator. You're scared. I feel your worries. And your doubts. The one you call there will be mine too. How do you know my daughter's name? Goodbye. Hello? Hello? Fuck, I gotta get home.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you guys think about that? Man?
Wow. It feels like Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Is that scary? Even even it's just audio, right?
Mhm.
There's no visual.
Yeah.
Man, it's really scared the shit out of you, man.
Yeah. But it's with all 911 calls.
Yeah.
Yeah. You. There's no video footage, so I don't know whether this is a prank call. Whether I don't know, man. All I know is that I posted this in 2014, and
Wow.
it got a huge response. A lot of people all around the world were leaving comments. A lot of them were saying that it's real.
Yeah.
And I have no way to verify this, but I just thought I would share it with you all since the topic today it's about paranormal phone calls. Yeah.
Okay. What's your take on this? I mean, after hearing a good solid 3 minutes of that very audio, right? What do you understand from the conversation between the 911 operator and with that little girl?
I don't know, man.
In your own interpretation, man.
Like Rahim, right? He says here on Facebook, on YouTube.
YouTube.
Sorry, kids don't lie. It can be true, and I feel the same thing, And I it's like there's acting, there's voice acting and all.
Yeah.
I felt with this, right? I could feel the fear in that girl. It sounded very genuine, and then and then it messed me up for a while. Like the first time I listened to it, I'm wondering how's the girl. Like, was somebody trying to rob the house? Were they trying to break in? Why are they alone? Stuff like that.
Okay, my curiosity is, right.
Yeah.
Alongside her was her brother, right? Her elder brother, if I'm not mistaken, right? Which is 9 years old. Being the more elder person there, right? Shouldn't the brother be the one who's going to be corresponding with the 911 operator rather than the little girl?
Yeah, but bro, it doesn't mean you're older that you'll be brave, Yeah, right. I don't know, man. Especially if you know about the Slenderman, or you've heard stories about this from your schoolmates, and then something like this happens in your house. Yeah.
Scary, man. And that very little girl, I can sense the fear in her when she said that, when she relayed that message to the 911 operator, that stating that the man was outside the window. She can see the man outside the window, and the 911 operator keep on telling her, go away from the window. Do not go near to the window.
Yeah.
Then when she described, when the 911 operator asked her, how does the man look like, right? Oh man, her next phrase, her next phrase, right? It really scares the shit out of me, man.
Yeah.
She mentioned that the man has no face. Has no face, brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people here saying, wow, scary, true. What do they say on Facebook?
Okay.
Okay, before we get to that, okay, we are opening the lines today. If you guys got a
Things to
story
share.
to share, right? Either something you experienced yourself, or somebody that you know, okay? The number to call is 8721 7302. The phone number is on the screen right now. This is the phone number for you to call if you have a story to share, and then we'll put you live on the show.
Yeah.
No vulgarities, please. Thank you.
Okay. So what's your take? We haven't give a take yet on the real or fake. My perspective of it, I cannot I don't dare to mention this audio as a fake audio. At the same time, also I'm quite skeptical to also verdict it as to be real.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm stuck in between actually for tonight.
And I think it's brilliant that this little girl knew that she's got to call the emergency hotline. Of course, so in the US it's 911, right?
Yeah.
And in Singapore it's 999. Yeah. So if it's something all parents should teach their children.
Yes, exactly. I think that's the first thing that we in Singapore also should do.
Yeah.
We should teach our kids to actually memorize few numbers like 999, 995.
Yeah.
You know, and one thing also that I teach my son, right, is to memorize my number, my phone number.
Okay.
Yeah, and kids, they are so good at memorization, man.
Yeah.
You just tell them off one number, and they can memorize the rest of their life.
True.
So I believe this young girl, right, has been taught by her parents, right? If you feel any fear, and okay, by the way, I'm also curious to know, where is her parents?
Yeah.
Why is a young girl and her brother staying at home, both of them, only both of them alone at home?
Yeah.
Where is their guardian? Where is their parents?
Yeah, I mean, they could have had a babysitter and then the babysitter left early. I don't know, man.
Cannot be what, man. Even though if you hire a babysitter, right, a babysitter is responsible to stay with you, to stay with the children, to stay with the child throughout the whole time, until the parent come back, man.
Yep.
So what's your take on that, viewers?
Yeah. Could you flash the phone number again as well?
Okay, can.
And Rasvinder saying, great work, fellas. Have always enjoyed listening to your show when I have the time to listen. He has bought us a virtual coffee.
Wow.
Somebody, I met this person the other day, Paya Lebar, and it was like, I really don't understand this coffee thing. How can you drink so much coffee in one night? We do not drink, okay? If you guys, we get something like 20 coffees when we come on the show. When you buy us a coffee, it's a virtual coffee, okay? So the
token of appreciation.
Yeah, the money goes to us producing to
contents.
To create this show. Yeah.
Okay.
So once again, the phone number for you to call if you have a story to share, it's 8721-7302. Don't be scared because we are very friendly people to talk to. We just want to listen to.
We are waiting for your call.
Yeah, we want to hear your story.
Okay, we have comment on Facebook from Chirong. A real 911 operator wouldn't act in this way, leaving all those long pauses and sounding very disinterest.
That's interesting.
That's a good point there from Chirong.
Yeah.
I think he have a point there, because the guy, right, the 911 operator, right, he seems like he doesn't have a proper procedure in executing these kind of cases or these kind of calls. You know, when you handle a distress call, the first thing that you need to do is to gather as much information at one go.
Yeah.
Your unit, your address, who are you with, right? Where's the nearest safe house? Where's the nearest safe place for you to go?
Yeah.
So all this kind of information you have to process as a 911 operator on the go, and you have to dispatch your whatever relying units that is around the vicinities, right?
Yeah. Could be. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, from Azlias. Okay, we have Azilas. Sorry, from Azilas. Oh my God, that freaks me out. Yeah, man. Same goes to me, man. Azilas.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, you all haven't really give your verdict on this. So we have one from our viewer here, Irene Chan. Okay, this is fake. Care to explain or care to share with us, Irene, why you mentioned this is fake? Or care to call us?
Yeah. So anyway, I asked about these this thing earlier where a lot of young children were taking their lives. Ahmad Zahir says the Blue Whale Challenge. Ask us to Google it. We will try to do this a little later on. Yep.
Wow.
Edwin Lim says this real or fake segment, whatever he listened to is true. Yep.
Wow. Okay, we are from Daniel Ali. Hey, hi Daniel Ali. How are you doing, my brother? Okay. Oh my. He mentioned here, oh my, I heard videos of this years ago where a child got kidnapped. Something. For me, I find it hard to tell whether it is true or too good to be true. The part where the girl screamed and out of the sudden she said that she was fine, as in by two things, either possess the girl or just minutes before she is going to be captured by the Slenderman. Hey, Noel, hope you read my IG message. Ha 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 ha.
And who's this?
Daniel Ali.
Daniel Ali. Okay,
Yeah.
I will read your message. I will.
Okay, we have a question here from Azilas. Thanks, Indra. I was just about to ask the same question. How come they were alone? So mentioning that there's no adult by their side.
Yeah, no adult supervision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
which I
scary
find
is that, man?
strange. On a separate note, Rahim, right? This guy's awesome, man. He's a gentle giant. I've met him. Really sweet man. So he says here, come in June, right? He wants us to visit his new eatery. And he says he will treat you and I to coffee and chicken rice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Where is his place again?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Yeah,
but I'll reach out to him.
maybe PM us.
Thank you, brother.
You can DM us on either Facebook, YouTube,
Yep. KS brought us a coffee, and KS says, "Nice work, guys." Thank you so much, KS.
Thank you so much.
I'm multitasking today, man.
Wow, amazing.
I know, right?
It's a new breakthrough.
I wanted to flip you the finger, man, but I can't do it because you're on air.
Wow, it seems that our YouTube comments are very active for tonight. Wow.
Yeah, I can reach over. Hey, why doesn't anybody want to call us?
Yeah.
This is the first time we are doing this, man. The phone line is open.
We are opening up our private life to you all.
Yeah, please. I cannot take rejection, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Call lah.
Talking about. Okay. Before we get any calls, right? Talking about calls.
Can somebody just call so we can shut this man up? Please. I'll give you $2. I'll pay now to your account.
$2 come on bro.
5.
Up the stake lah.
5 lah. $5.
Then I go outside and make a call again. By Linda UN here mentioned shy.
Shy? What's there to be shy? Nobody can see your face.
Yeah, it's just a voice call.
Yeah.
It's a voice call. Once you call in, your call will be directed to our audio setup here. And yeah, you can listen to your stories and your comments.
Yeah.
Okay, I seriously want to discuss on this part.
Oh, God.
Are you ready or not?
No. Yes, what?
Okay. We're talking about calls, right? Paranormal calls. Do you ever encounter a paranormal call before?
Only when you call my phone and I try not to answer. It's no lah. I've never.
Usually, when we talk about paranormal calls, right? It's either a prank by your friend who knows your number, or maybe it is a real call from the underworld, right? We don't know. But the thing is, most of the time is a prank. If I were to call you, right, the first thing I would say, Noel, you go and dig your nose.
No, but honestly, right?
Okay.
I read this story on Reddit the other day.
Okay.
And so this happened in a house. So let me try to remember this story.
To recap,
I'll do anything I can to stop you from talking. So what happened, right? So they have like this phone thing in the house where they can call each other. That's all the phones would do. So you can't use these phones to call like your neighbors. Only use in the house.
Yeah.
And CJ. So what happened, right? Is that one day the phone rang, and it's been a long time since this phone system has been used.
Yeah.
And the reason why they installed this was because the dad was very ill, and he was always in bed. So like the dad could pick up the phone and then reach out to anybody in the house if he needed anything.
Yeah, true.
But the dad had already passed on. And then one day, so it was just this lady and a mom that was in the house.
Okay.
And the phone rang.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they looked at each other, and then they answered. But then all they heard on the other end was static. And if I remember correctly, that was the death anniversary of the dad. Yeah. So I think like if I read this correctly, right, the action would be like the dad just wanted them to know that he's there. Yeah, he's there in the house with them. Yeah.
I think all these souls, right, that have already passed on, they have the ability to connect or to reach out to you in any forms.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we have to be realistic in this modern day and age, right? I've yet to hear stories where a person who have passed on and later on reach out to you through social media.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And legitly, that is like his social media page that reach out to you.
Yeah.
I've yet to hear that kind of stories lah. Right? But the thing is, for me, if like a phone call is legit, maybe it can happen.
Yeah.
Because we talk about frequencies, you see.
True.
And all these entities, they operate in another dimension, or I would say another world, right? Where they run in frequencies also. I mean, you yourself do your own, you do tons of paranormal investigation on site.
Yeah.
Definitely you rely on this kind of frequencies, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So, in many cases, do you think that this kind of frequencies might have collide with our reality?
I wouldn't say collide, but then there's so much unfinished business, I guess. And it's the same like for us paranormal investigators, we want to step into their world because we want to make contact, and then and they do the same with us, you know. End of the day, it's just maybe energy. It could be it can be so many things. Yeah.
Okay, we have a comment here by our lovely viewers right now. Daniel Ali mentioned that I don't have any ghost sighting stories to share. Sad. Haha.
No, it's actually a good thing. Yeah.
But okay, if you don't have anything to share also, maybe if you want to call in and discuss about the real or fake.
Yeah. Or you can ask us a question
directly.
On air, yeah. Just call the number, please. The number is 8721-7302.
Yeah, the number is right there.
8721-7302. Jerry Allright says hi from Melbourne, Australia.
Wow. Is that on YouTube?
Yes, sir.
Wow. How there, mate?
Hello there, mate.
Yeah. Okay, so we have another comment here. Okay, we have a question here by Jacob Ja.
Okay.
Okay, why suddenly become chit chat show?
Yeah, because we're waiting for somebody to call. It has always been a chit chat show.
I think it's always been a show where I mean this podcast of ours, right? Haunted Hour. We invest a lot of energy and time to connect to our viewers out there.
Yeah, exactly. And I enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
And it's always been a chat show because we're always talking to people, we're interviewing them. So
yeah. And
yes, so
it's very fruitful when you manage to reach out to your audience, and they not just acknowledge you, they actually appreciate your content and your whatever that we are giving them for every show.
Correct.
Okay. We have a comment here by Linda. there was something like that happened to a dude where his dead girlfriend texts him. That means referring to what I relate just now. Is there
Okay.
such stories out there where a dead person, right, text you or message you on his or her social media page?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That'd be really interesting though, but sad as well. So I don't know whether that will give closure
Uh
to someone
Okay.
that's going through a tough time, you know.
For me personally, if it's from a Facebook page, right, I'm sorry to say this. I think it's not real. Because it's coming from a social media page where
Yeah.
there is so many attention seeking people out there, right? So yeah, maybe one of their family members who happen to know the password or the account number of that very deceased person, right?
Yeah.
He might log in and just do something with it,
Correct.
right? But it's different to a phone call. Like I said, it's different to a phone call. Why? It can be a prank. It can be legit because again, we have going back to what we have discussed just now. We're talking about frequencies,
Yeah.
right? So what do you think? Do you think this kind of thing, like if people were to text, I mean, a person who have already passed on, then they use a person who's still living, a person who's still living, be it the family member or friend, right, who happen to know how to log in into his or her deceased friend account, and he texts people, "Hey, I'm from the underworld, right? And the world here is like this and that, this and that. You know, I can see this and that, this and that. You know, describing what is the underworld."
Yeah.
Do you think? Do you think that is a good thing to do?
I don't know, man. All I know, like in I've learned to never say that something can't happen.
Yeah.
Because we see a lot of strange stuff, right? A lot of stuff that we can't explain. So anything is possible. Yeah, I've learned to not just say no lah. It's not even sensible, you know, or there's no logic to it. Yeah, because a lot of things go unexplained. What, you know?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, like you know, that's this girl Tina Lim that went missing in 2002. So we're gonna digress a bit,
Yeah.
okay, from this, but it revolves around a phone call. So she was 14 years old when she left her father's house at Choa Chu Kang. Okay, so she left. This was in 2002, yeah. So she left, and then she said that she's gonna go to her grandfather's house, but then she never ended up there.
Wow.
So from Choa Chu Kang, she was supposed to go to Jurong.
Yeah.
And then she left, and then nobody has seen her till this day.
Oh.
Right?
Wow.
And the only reason why I know about this case is because, you know, the other one, Felicia. Yeah, then they caught Daniel, right?
Yeah.
Or Daniel. Well, we'll talk about Daniel later. So yeah, so Tina went missing. Nobody knew where she was, and then years later, her grandfather passed away.
Okay.
And the grandfather passed away. The father put like obituaries out, and then while the wake was going on, the father received like this mysterious phone call.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she let me think.
So who's online?
Like the father, like somehow, right? His
Yeah.
instinct, right?
Yeah.
And this is the father's instinct that and the
Trigger.
mother's instinct is always right. Like he knew it was the daughter on the phone, and then there was silence, and then he asked her, like, because she has a Chinese name, so he asked, "Is that her?" And then she said yes, and then she said that she wanted to see her grandfather.
Yeah.
And then she asked, like, the father asked her who is she with and all, and then she couldn't say. And then she said that she couldn't come back because someone wouldn't let her. And then after the phone went dead. But then the family got a phone number, right?
Yeah.
And then they traced it, and then they traced it to somewhere in Pasir Ris.
In Pasir Ris?
Yeah. So the family received like 10 calls in total.
Yeah.
They reported it to the police and all, but it just didn't go anywhere.
There's no lead after that.
No lead. The father offered like $30,000. Nobody's come forward. They couldn't trace where, but all they know is that the phone call came from somewhere
In the eastern part of Singapore.
Yeah, in Pasir Ris.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the police did go to that person's house.
Yeah.
And they did like the investigation and all, and then they concluded that the phone call did not come from the house, although the phone number showed that it is from the house, and that Tina was never ever in this person's house. I mean, they did the full sweep, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
How scary is that, man?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, we are living in a world where kidnapping have occurred. A lot.
Yeah.
Man, in all parts of the world,
Mhm.
right? Man, we are so lucky in Singapore. Man, no doubt, time to time there is still this kind of happening, this kind of cases happening to our society
Yeah.
and community. But the thing is, we are so lucky here in Singapore that in terms of the security level and our safety here, we don't have much cases compared to other countries,
Yeah.
where kidnap cases in other countries is really high.
Yeah.
Really high.
Yeah, it's really high. The reason why I brought up, like it's all linked, and then there's Felicia Teo,
Yeah.
right? So I think that case is still going on. Like they've not found her remains. I
Yeah,
think,
correct.
but Danielle is charged for murder.
Yeah.
I brought Danielle on a paranormal investigation.
Oh, you know him personally?
Yeah, like believe it or not,
Wow.
I was the
Tour guide.
host and no, not the tour guide, but I was the host and lead paranormal investigator for Singapore Haunted, right? So this was before I started Ghost File Singapore.
And this is in 2000.
2008 maybe?
Because
No, we worked together in
2008.
yeah. So maybe this was in 2012 when I brought him. So I remember he had long hair. I mean, he still has.
Yeah.
And he came on the show, and this was in Sembawang, where Kampung Wahasan is.
The episode.
Yeah, we brought him there, and he was on the show and all. And I know he's elder brother. That's how I got to know him.
I
Because
see.
his elder brother, prison warden and all that stuff, right? So that I got to know him, and I brought him on the show, and then now this dude is charged for murder.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. When we talk about kidnapping cases or missing cases, the first thing that when we talk about missing person, the first thing that comes into mind definitely, as family members, right? We will want to think that our loved one that have went missing is being kidnapped. That's the first thing, right? But nevertheless, we should not bypass the thought of maybe paranormally or spiritually there might be an entity that might have snatched her or snatched him, that very missing person.
Could be.
Right.
I think sometimes spirits can lure people away, I guess.
Like that phone call from the like that phone call that we witnessed just now from the Real or Fake.
Correct.
I believe that girl at the end of the call, right, have already entered into the next world with this Slenderman.
You think so?
I think so, because she mentioned that don't worry, I'm fine.
Oh yeah. That was
Don't
that
worry,
twist, right?
don't worry, I'm fine. So there might be possibilities that the sister and the brother might have entered into the world of the Slenderman, to that dimension. And that is still a topic that we can discuss on here.
Yeah. And talking about phones, right? I've been to some really haunted places, right? And then the phone signal is like absolutely zero. It's like as though the phone is on airplane mode.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about places that
Jungles?
No, not jungles. Like some parts of Labrador Park. This has happened before.
Okay.
Yeah. When
There's no
when
reception.
the phone, it's like as though you're entering like a different zone. And then so I understand if it's places like Lim Chu Kang Cemetery because that may be out of like the area where we get our
Coverage,
phone
yeah.
signals. Yeah. But we're talking about places like even like Fort Canning Hill. I remember this happening
Oh, really?
at Fort Canning Hill.
Wow, interesting.
This is where the Kramat is. You know, there's one there.
Yes.
Right. How do you
Narimas.
explain Kramat in
Shrine.
English? Yeah, it's a shrine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember because we were sitting there and all, and then like everybody's phone signals even oh, like some using StarHub, some were
there's no signal at all.
Singtel. Yeah, at that time was StarHub, Singtel, M1. Yeah, that's it. You know, back in the day. Yeah, so some places are like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But man, this is bound to happen, man. When you enter a place where the energy from the underworld is so strong, right? And you know that very world exists in that very place. Another dimension of that world exists on that very place. Definitely, it will disrupt all the frequencies that is clashing.
Yeah.
Within that very place. We have to go back to the topic of frequencies again. So, do you care to like explain or share with our viewers, like your K2 meter, right? How does that tool being used in your paranormal investigation, where you gauge, okay, there might be entities here, there might be some movement here, right?
Yeah.
From the underworld.
Yeah, because it works through EMF, right? And the closer an entity is, of course, you know, the K2 meter will spike. And we use this for yes or no questions. And it's a device that's been so
accurate,
yeah. so handy, like wherever I've been. Like if I travel, it's always with me. Yeah, it's in my bedroom. It's a device that I love using.
Do you have it now here?
No. I mean, I used to bring it out wherever I go, and then I get into a lot of mischief, you know, especially because when I drink, right?
Yeah.
And then immediately I want to go like, oh, let's go to this place and look for ghosts. Yeah.
But I've seen some of your past investigation that you post on YouTube, where you go to places like Labrador Park, where park, you know, you are in the middle of, I would say, a forest, right? And not much of electronics stuff or electrical appliances there, right?
Yeah.
And you managed to get readings from the K2 meter itself.
Yeah. But you know, like with Labrador, because there is no. There is a tower there. It's I don't know what it is. Like
satellite tower?
No, it's not satellite, but it sends out a lot of it's got high EMF. But I get very excited when I go to a place like Bukit Brown Cemetery because there's no cables underneath, so that I know. Then the rule is everybody turns their phone off. So then when we start getting signals, wow, that is like the adrenaline, right? It's the most mind-blowing experience, like for me. Yeah, so we bring the K2 everywhere we go, and yeah, so it's always exciting. And if you guys have never been to Bukit Brown Cemetery, go in the day, and then if you can, you know, go later on at night, because it's like two different worlds. In the day, it's so beautiful. I mean, to me, right?
Yeah.
Because these graves are so old. There's so much history to it.
Yes.
It's basically like an art form that you don't see anymore.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you can visit like Ong Sam Leung's grave, and which is like one of the biggest in Asia.
Wow.
And then you go at night, and it's just transformed. It's
like you enter another world.
Yeah, the cemetery actually comes alive at night with Japanese soldiers, with the Allied soldiers that died there. You have got you've got lost souls. You have got you've got guardians of the cemetery. Like there's so much.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so much to it, you know. And there's different points in the cemetery where you get all these readings and all. I brought these musicians, Jack and Ray, there.
Yeah.
Right. So I think this video is still on YouTube. Yeah, they had an amazing time. You know, and then you will find that there are people that would actually go there, and then they would offer stuff. They would they want money, right? So they say, okay, they go and make deals with ghosts, and they say, if you give me this and this and this, I will give you this and this and this. So we used to know of this property agent, right? This property agent that would go to the cemetery and then would say, if you give me this amount of business, right? If I can make $100,000 this month, I will buy this amount of offerings, and I will go there and I'll burn. So this guy would go to the cemetery and he would sleep there at night. He'd sleep on somebody's grave, and then he would just talk to them.
Wow.
To whoever that's there or whatever that's there.
Yeah.
And he would just talk to them and try to strike a deal. And then if he does get this $100,000, and then he comes with
Offerings.
like all these offerings, this food and all this stuff, the offerings to burn, and yeah. So we actually met this dude while I think it was my fourth or fifth time in the cemetery. Because like I said, I just love the place. So just this one person, and then you would find hospital patients when you go really late at night. Like I'm talking about 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Right. That's when you have the most activity. You'll find people that would just drive their loved ones. So I think they must be really sick because they are still in the hospital gown or whatever
attire.
their get up is, right? And then they'll be walking around. Yeah. They'll be walking around, and they'll burn offerings. So it's really, there's so much stuff going on. You will see pickups go in, and then they'll be throwing like paper money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I think one thing about that very place, right, is the energy, bro.
Yeah.
Is the energy. I mean, you yourself have went through a lot of paranormal investigation, right? To know a place or a situation that you are in is counted as a legit paranormal sightings or paranormal encounters, right? Definitely you have to rely on the energy aspect.
Yeah.
Okay. Then going back to our topic tonight, which is paranormal calls, right? How do you want to gauge if that very call has a paranormal experience, right? Because through call, how you want to use your K2 meter, or So is there a way for us to gauge?
With everything in life, right? You have to use your gut instinct, because that will it'll be a good gauge whether something is authentic or not. Then after that, of course you might get excited, you'll be scared and all, but then common sense will always prevail. True. Once you calm down, think about it, like give yourself a day, and then you just think about it, work out the math in your head, and then you'll be able to decide for yourself whether whatever you felt is real or not. Guys, let's move on to the Q&A. If you guys got any questions for Indra or for myself or for the both of us, leave a comment now, and then we will answer your questions as best as we can.
Okay. Before we go into the Q&A, I got one last thing to discuss here, right, with Noel.
Yes.
Okay, just imagine, bro. If one day you receive a call, and when you pick up that very call, it comes from a very weird number, right? A number that you won't recognize it. And when you pick up the call, at that very line, right, you hear a very strange voice, right, starting to like growl and like talk to you. No, this is real. This is for real. This is for real.
Okay.
No, some sort like that lah. Okay. How would you react? How would you, that very first point of contact, right? I know it can be quite silly, right? I think it's a prank lah. Confirm it's a prank, but you never know. Imagine you receive that call at 2-3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
While you are still sleeping. Right.
Well, I don't know, man, because stuff like this excites me, so I would stay on the line and I would try
You
to
will stay online.
talk. Yeah.
Wow, you're so brave,
Yeah.
man.
But the thing is, I don't really answer my phone much.
No, okay, we're just talking about if you encounter this.
I would definitely stay on the phone, and I would just try to find out lah,
Who's on the line.
who's on the line, or what is on the line, and how I can help.
What kind of message is trying to send through to you.
Yeah, and how I can help.
Even though
Pass the message on.
even though this might ridicule you lah. I mean, even though you know that this might be a prank, you might go along with it.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's an experience, right? Everything in life is an experience, so just go for it. If it's a prank, then you laugh it off. If it's not, then it will excite me and you will help with my paranormal research, right? Because I never ever stop learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think regardless lah, whether it's a prank or not, I think whatever that we encounter in the paranormal world, right? We should be grateful. I use the word again, grateful. Not say you look forward to encounter all this. No, if it happened to you, right, you should be grateful because it's always a learning process there.
Yeah, and I always have a very soft spot for spirits. Like people say, oh, I have a soft spot for cats, for children, for plants or trees and all, right?
Yeah,
I just have a soft spot for spirits. Yeah, I don't ever look at a spirit, right, as it's a bad thing. Yeah, I believe, and I strongly believe this, that we can coexist with spirits, and we can coexist with demons. I know a lot of people would disagree with the demons part, but there's so much that we don't understand.
We don't understand them.
Yeah,
we don't understand their action. We don't understand their language.
And I feel that no matter what situation, right, that we can always negotiate
with them,
that we can coexist. So, for example, if you move into a house and then you find out that there's a ghost in your house, but the ghost was there before you. So why is it that you as a human, you feel that you rule this world and you own this world and that ghost has to leave the house? Yeah, you get what I mean?
It's not a matter of who should conquer that place, right?
Yeah. You can coexist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's about we can, living in harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for sure, man. I mean that's the way I see it,
But some people are just too skeptical to see that approach, bro. I mean, I'm talking in a very realistic aspect here, where a lot of people out there are very skeptical with that approach. Man, who in the right mind want to interact at the first place, right? With all these entities.
Yeah,
me.
me.
Man, you are different.
Yeah.
People the likes of you, or whoever that has been inspired of your works, right?
Yeah.
It's different because why? You all have understand that this is the path that you are taking, and at the same time that you not just courage. No, I won't say just courage is enough for you to enter this trade or enter this business, of paranormal. But the thing is, you must have a lot of compassion.
Yeah. Yeah, you just. I mean, I always tell people that you have to have compassion and empathy. It's like this example that I give to some folks. Like you decide that you want to move to this part of the forest.
Yeah.
And then you realize that there's a tiger there that roams in the area. But
been living there for
the tiger's been living there for many years.
Yeah.
So who are you to get rid of the tiger?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. That's the problem with human beings. And we will always continue to have that problem, where we want to conquer and we want to I don't know, make this world or make that part of the earth theirs. Yeah.
So in your own ways, right? So you think that kind of concept still applies in the paranormal world? Where you enter a house, you know that house is like some sort, there's spirits there still, right? And for whoever the house owners, right? They should be okay if there's spirits there.
Yeah, I mean, if you move into the house, but it's a different thing if an entity follows you home and then decides to latch on to someone, because what spirits do, right? Ghosts, they latch on.
Yeah.
right? So if, just say for example, you go into a home that is
Negative.
negative, or you walk into a museum, or you in any old place lah.
Yeah.
So this is just imagine a mug that's 100 years old.
Okay.
It contains energy. Everything that we touch contains energy. But this one has got a lot of history. So maybe the owner of this mug has passed on, but his energy still resides in this. And then if you touch it, it will transfer to you. So it's the same with like any haunted artifact, right? And then whether it depends how bad it is. But so if an entity wants you, the entity will latch on. There's attraction, right? Will latch on, will follow you home, and then will create disharmony in the house. That's when we come in, and then or a religious person comes in and then tries to remove. Yeah, because the entities of like either wants that person as a vessel, right? So when an entity wants you as a vessel, what it does is wears you down, because at first you're strong, what you can fight, right? It wears you down slowly. Then you start falling ill. You stop sleeping.
Wow.
And some of these signs is associated with mental illnesses, right? So you stop sleeping. You just become really lethargic, and then you become weaker, and then weaker, and then it gets to a point where
it drains you out.
Yeah, it drains you out, and then they take over. Yeah, and then that's when a person becomes possessed.
I see.
Yeah, so it doesn't happen like it does happen like instantly. Like we've seen some people, they go to a haunted area, and then they start messing around, and then they get possessed. Yeah.
I agree with you, Noel. I think people out there should know what kind of entity they are dealing with, what kind of spirits they are dealing with.
Yeah.
Like if you enter a new house, right? If that spirit has been there for a very long time, way before you are there, right? And you know that spirit or that very entity does not cause any harm to you and your family, right? Probably there's something that you might consider there.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe, have a clear mind. If you don't disturb me, you do you are there to roam the house because you are here for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
And I can like you say, and I can coexist in that very house with you. I think we are fine. Am I right to say that?
Yeah.
So,
do we have any questions on Facebook? We don't have any questions on YouTube yet. I'm waiting.
Okay.
How about Facebook?
Okay, Facebook, we have questions here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we have a question from Cheryl Chow.
Chow.
I was wondering, when a family member pass on and you think about them too much, you might feel them there, or is it just overthinking?
Okay. Here's my take on this, Cheryl. When a person passes on, right, and then you have got all this sadness, and then you can't let go.
Yeah. And
that loved one of yours has got unfinished business, and then that person spirit, right?
Yeah.
Their soul remains here on earth. So this happens a lot for like tragic accidents, or a sudden death with like soldiers. We see that happen all the time in my work.
Yeah.
Unfinished business. So if you think about them a lot and all, and then so that person can't move on to the other side. You can't like in I don't know whether this makes sense to you, but they can't follow the light. So they can't follow the light.
Yeah.
They will remain here, and so I'm guessing you're asking this because someone that you love a lot has passed on.
Yeah. But and by the way, she have a continuation to her question actually. Right. If you allow me, I will share with you. I think it's fruitful for us to actually understand her point of view, right? And in order for us to answer her in the best way and the best manner. She mentioned here, this happened when a family passed on, and I was thinking about why the person belonging is still there, and I heard 3 knocks on the door. Like moments of me finishing the sentence in my head, it was just few days after the family member passed on. I even went and confirm with my family if anyone knocked on the door, and everyone denied.
Yeah.
At that very night, I actually had a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just me overthinking too much.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know how nightmares and dreams come about most of the time. It's like one of the last thoughts you have before you get into deep sleep, right? So if you think about that, so if it's fear, like you know, because you heard the knocking on the door, then you could be thinking about it. Therefore, it would lead to a nightmare. But the nightmares that will be interesting are those that either continue, or you have the same ones every night. Yeah.
Wow. But it really haunts people.
Of course, yeah, because people fear the unknown one.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Like you don't fear your mobile phone because you know your
There's always a lot of visual there, right?
Yeah. Or you don't fear like a mouse that you use with your laptop. You know, you don't fear dogs or cats because you think you understand them. But but with ghosts, with spirits, I think there's so much people don't know. So
there's always the unknown.
I'm thankful that you know there are people watching, and then I can continuously tell people that you know it's not something that you should be afraid of. Like forget whatever you've seen in the movies, forget whatever stories you heard from people. Yeah, because those are stories. Yeah. What's more important is what you experience for yourself.
What you are going to witness.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's fear that makes things a lot worse all the time. What you know, fear makes people's brains go into overdrive. Yeah. It could be like a very small incident, but because of your fear, it magnifies everything.
Is there a fine line between overthinking and analyzing risks? You know, like people sometimes they might be overthinkers, but actually they are not overthinking. They are just analyzing the risk. You know, the risk of, okay, what if I were to witness this very entity right here? And what's my next step?
Yeah.
What's my next move? What is my how say exit plan? Definitely you must have an exit plan. What?
Yeah.
Right. If you spotted a entity, right, you will not want to be there the whole night with that entity. What? Either you have an exit plan or you have something planned out. So do you think that is also counted as overthinking, like risk, like analyzing risk when you involve, because you have encountered a lot of entities, what, right? So you also have done your calculation of risk in interacting with them. So do you think that is counted as overthinking?
No lah, but the thing is, I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything.
When you are on site lah.
Yeah. Like you can tell me, like, bro, we're gonna go have dinner or we're gonna have supper after this, right?
Yeah.
I will have like at least 10 scenarios in my head. I'm like that. Yeah. Okay. I just blink, right? I'll have 10 scenarios. This is how my brain works. Yeah. And then I will have all these different
image.
Yeah. Different images. So that's how I am. But I don't think there's anything wrong to like overthinking.
When you are on site doing your paranormal investigation,
course,
definitely you have to be on the ball, right?
And I say this like, because I've been doing this for so long, but there's nobody, right, that's ever been like on a ghost tour with me, or been on set with me. Nobody, right? None of these people have ever been possessed, ever been harmed, ever been scratched. Nothing.
They feel safe lah.
The only person that went through a horrible time because he didn't listen. He brought alcohol. He got drunk and he was doing a lot of stupid stuff at Bukit Brown Cemetery. And then, you know, I told people, you know what, since this guy really doesn't want to listen, right? Then,
let him
just let him be.
And let him experience himself.
Yeah. And this person was our ex-GM. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was drunk.
Yeah.
He was being so disrespectful and he laid on somebody's grave and he fell asleep.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then after that, his life went upside down. He lost almost everything.
It's as if like the underworld really want to teach him a lesson.
Of course, yeah. If you're going to be disrespectful, then you know, it's unfortunate, right? That a person can be so ignorant and think that, oh, I can come in and do whatever I want. I can get drunk. I can bring my bottle of champagne and vodka and, you know, and I
That is that is very disrespectful.
yeah, I found it very disrespectful to what
Yeah.
I do
And to the
yeah,
energy that is around it, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's such a historic place, you know.
Yeah.
But you know that there are some religions that don't believe in that. They say there's no such thing as human spirits. There's only demons impersonating dead humans.
I see.
So this is from a comment by Josephina Liu.
Mm.
Right. So I'm not going to get into it because I never ever want to talk about
Demons.
about religion,
Oh,
because you know
religion, okay.
you're allowed to have your
Opinion,
your opinion, and I respect your opinion.
Mm.
And yeah, maybe that's true. I don't know,
Yeah.
because it's the unknown one. Yeah.
True. I think every region have their own interpretation of the underworld. In every teachings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you just go back to your own teaching, and then if you believe in that, yeah. That's what you will see
Correct.
the universe in that aspect. Okay, we have a question here by our viewers, by our viewer on Facebook. By Intan Cucu Nenek. I have to mention her name because very cute. Intan Cucu Nenek. You know Nenek. You know in Malay, right? When we talk about Nenek, right? It reminds me of Nenek Kebayan. Nenek Kebayan is so called a witch, you know. Translated to in English would be a witch lah.
Okay.
A witch. So Nenek Kebayan in the Malay stories, right, is really scary, bro.
Right.
Really scary. You know, the witch of the Malay world, Nenek Kebayan.
Yeah.
You know, they have the ability to like do all kind of magics. They have the ability to communicate with the underworld. Yeah, that's the level of Nenek Kebayan now that we are talking about.
Do you know any?
I don't know. Seriously, I have not encountered with one yet.
I would love to meet one though.
Yeah.
Just to have a conversation.
Back in the kampong days, they do exist. All these Nenek Kebayans, they do exist back in the kampong days.
Okay.
And people believe in this lah, bro. Seriously. Yeah. So going back to the comment from
Yes, please.
Intan Cucu Nenek. Okay. Hi Noel and Indra.
Hello.
Been a silent viewer for some times, and this is my first live comment. Wow, kudos to you. Okay, she mentioned here, but I have a question about big size of men's palm plain grey. Why you laugh, Noel?
No. Big size what?
Big size of men's palm grey and other one with the white striped butterfly that lingers around when there's some funerals at the void decks. Okay.
Oh, you mean like the big moths?
Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me read the question again, okay? Okay, I have a question about big size men's palm plain grey and the other one with white striped butterfly that lingers around when there are some funerals at the void deck. What does this represent? I saw not once but twice at two different places, and one of them, the butterfly, followed me all the way from my home void deck till my workplace. Wow, that's scary, man.
Okay. I think you might be, I don't know whether you're talking about butterflies or moths, but the Eurasians believe, right? I don't know whether it's the Eurasian thing or is it just my family.
Okay.
Well, whatever. If it's a big moth, right, it's always about this size, and it flies into your house, that means somebody's going to pass on. Yeah, so that means it's like a
sign,
a family member that's dead, it has come to visit, and it's this sign that somebody's going to pass on. Yeah.
Wow.
And so far it's been true though. I don't know why. Yeah.
But this one, she mentioned that she witnessed this at a funeral.
Funeral, yeah.
And then that very particular butterfly followed her back to her place and also to her workplace.
Yeah. It could be like, man, it's the person that has passed on. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Maybe for Intan, right, who just now posed this question, right? Maybe you want to elaborate further the funeral that you attended, right? Is that a funeral of or your loved ones or someone outside of your circle?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's interesting. So if you guys have ever had this experience where like a moth or butterfly, I don't know,
Well,
shows up at a funeral.
It's very interesting, bro.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, could it be like reincarnation? Yeah.
Wow. Okay, we have a comment here by Daniel Ali. Hey GFS, I read stories like this such as crazy phone calls and creepy tales. Don't mind if I ask, does creepypastas okay, creepypastas is an actual event that happened before, or is just a website?
What is this, man? Creepypastas?
Okay,
The Italians are not going to be too happy. Let me...
creepy tales or creepypastas? Oh man, I don't want to come across unsightful website. Okay.
Okay, I hope this is not porn. Creepypasta, scary stories and original horror. Oh, there's actually a website called creepypasta.com.
Okay.
Okay, there's no porn here. So it's stories. It's stories. An open letter to those deprived of sleep. Oh, this is interesting. Thank you for this,
Daniel
Daniel.
Ali. Yeah. And he mentioned here, or is it just a website that is just trying to scare people off because of its content? I don't know, Daniel Ali. You're the one who bring up about this website. Maybe you are trying to promote that website. I also don't know.
You know,
but never mind. We can always help to promote.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way,
I would like to promote X Hamster, but
damn you. Okay. By the way, thanks Indra for asking me how is my week has been going. Well, having a busy week with exam and ups and down, but music meditation helps me to boost my mood. Well done, Daniel Ali. Well done.
You're young and you're meditating, so I feel that you're on the right track, Daniel. Yeah, and here's the thing about life, man. There's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, but it's the ups that's the most important. So what goes down got to go up, and what's up is got to go down. So come down, something like that. No,
for you, when you go up, you never come down, bro.
Are you talking about the goods?
About the things right inside your bloody pants, okay?
Yeah. Okay, any more questions? Come on, it's like 11 o'clock, man.
Okay, we have one last question here, if you don't mind.
One last one.
Yeah.
I don't know why the people on YouTube are not asking questions. Maybe it could be because I'm not on the tab. Now I am.
Okay, we have a question by Cheryl Chow. I have another question. What is your take in astral traveling? Talking about nightmares again. I once actually dreamt that I was in Thailand. We frequent to Thailand for praying and purpose. And in my dream, I noticed I was standing in front of the hotel door, and there was a talisman on it. I opened the door, and sitting on that very bed was a long-haired lady with sharp nails, calling me over. I know I'm not supposed to walk over, but my body refused to listen. I know I am asleep, but I didn't know why I can feel her nails touching my face. It feels very real, and I was muttering prayers, and I woke up. Couldn't sleep for that night. Wow, what a tale to share, man. Astral traveling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cheryl, you know, I think you
gifted
are having a lot of dreams, but here's something that maybe you could try. And I know this is possible where you can take over your dreams because you have that in you. So the next time you have one of these dreams, right? Like try to turn it to your favor. Like it takes a lot of practice, but like eventually you will be able to. Yeah, like my wife has the most vivid dreams. Yeah, like every day, you know, she dreams about something.
I see.
Yeah, and she manages to yeah, it's almost real.
Yeah.
Yeah, to her. I don't know whether any of this makes sense to you, Cheryl, but I mean your dreams are interesting.
Yeah.
I just think that you could try to take control of them. I don't know whether I can send you a link because I read an article about this very recently. I'll try to get it to you.
Man, anything relating to mind, right? To your mind, it can be controlled. We're talking about mind control abilities here. Even when you're in a state of sleep, right?
Yeah.
Man, this is research done not by me, but done by people who are very well talented and very well knowledgeable in this field.
Okay.
Like doctors and all these great scientists lah.
Yes.
We're talking about this real stuff, okay?
Okay,
bro?
I know,
This
bro.
fact. And
Jesus.
okay.
I can't look at your face.
There's a way for us to control our mind, even when we are in sleep mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
because
way.
it's your subconscious mind.
And that's the reason why.
At work.
That's the reason why doctors love to study you during your sleep. Because
Yeah, I've had a sleep test done.
yeah, not just sleep tests. They do sleep studies, right? They study your sleeping pattern.
Same what?
Same.
Sleep test, sleep study, same thing, bro.
Yeah, test for health conditions,
Yeah.
But I'm talking about how your brain frequency works
Yeah.
during your time when you rest.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yes, sir.
They even measured to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very interesting work done by people from the R&D department. No, I'm just stating. Maybe
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's interesting, but yeah, I know that you can control your dream somehow.
Yeah.
So if you can figure that out, Cheryl, please share with us.
Maybe right. Okay, just a discussion. And maybe I want to pose a quite similar question to Noel. Do you think that Cheryl should meditate before she go to sleep?
Yeah, but you see, meditation is not for everyone. Like some people can, some people can't. You'll find your own way, to like relax and.
Do you think relaxing your mind and your body before you go to sleep that would help her to skip all that nightmares or even having control of her own dream?
Yeah. Okay, this one is, I feel like it's freaking important. Like you shouldn't be on social media before you sleep. You shouldn't be reading news on CNN or Channel News Asia or BBC, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because like news itself is negative. Everything now that you read in the news or you hear in the news is all negative. News channels would never post like a lot of positive stuff. It's all negativity, right?
Yeah.
All this chaos going on in the world. And then you go on social media,
it get worse.
like Facebook, right? Instagram still doable, but Facebook itself, your friends are sharing a lot of negativity as well, right? And it could be like maybe the recent lady that's a racist, she had a YouTube channel taken down and all. That's negativity, what?
Yeah.
So you would react to that because you feel anger, or you feel sadness and all. And then, so these are not emotions you want to feel before you sleep.
Exactly.
Because these are the things that will be in the back of your head, your subconscious mind when you're sleeping. And then that will affect the way when you wake up. That's one. It's going to affect your dreams. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it's not something. So this is just my advice, okay, as a life coach.
Yeah.
So you don't do that before you sleep. And it's definitely not something you want to do when you wake up. Because when you wake up, it's a brand new day. Why would you invite all this bad news into your life at the start of your day? Then you start your day with all this. Like you have your morning coffee or you're in the toilet and then you're reading all this like negativity. Like for what? Like, so why end your day and start your day with this? My suggestion is, my humble suggestion is to just not do it. Yeah.
Correct. I think before you go to sleep, your body need to feel a sense of relaxation and positivity.
Yeah. Like your mind's got to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
I have another, not say an advice. I'm not in a position to advise, but I'm just I just have this level of concern to share. Okay, to Cheryl. The first thing right we should do right before we go to sleep is to eliminate all hatred feelings from our within ourselves.
Yeah.
Whatever things or negative things that might happen to you on that very day, right? you might hate someone for that very day. You clear that hatred feeling inside of you, because if you sleep with that kind of feeling, definitely you get nightmares. Definitely you encounter bad dreams.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah. Man, it's just a personal sharing.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. One of the rare times I would agree, my brother.
Okay, we have last comment here. Okay, we have last
No.
question. Sorry.
So you do that one, and then I will close with YouTube, because we never closed with YouTube before.
Okay,
yeah?
let's go.
So
okay, we
show
have
love.
we have another last question from our Intan Cucu Nenek from Facebook here. Ha ha ha, Noel.
Yo,
You wanna chat? Do you really wanna chat with Nenek Kebayan?
yeah,
She is at Bukit Brown Cemetery.
okay.
He. It's my neighbor's Chinese funeral. Okay, now because just now I asked her at which funeral. So now she switched to the next space where she said that it's my neighbor's Chinese funeral. I'm on my way to work at that time. I took the stairs down and saw the so-called moth at the wall when reaching the first floor, near where the funeral is on. Oh, okay, I see. So it means her first experience with that very particular moth
What's that?
at the first floor.
Yeah.
At the first floor
funeral at the void deck. Yeah.
at the staircase. Then that very moth followed her all the way to her workplace.
Oh, to her workplace.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is what she's trying to share lah just now.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
But the thing that I'm very intrigued here, you actually offered Noel to meet up or chat with a Nenek Kebayan. Wow, that is so cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Are you up for it, bro?
always.
Wow.
What's the worst that can happen?
Salute.
Yeah,
Salute.
I'm like, it's gonna be an experience anyway, right?
Yeah, man. Wow.
Okay,
let's close with a YouTube question.
Okay, first, KS shared something here.
Hey.
Recall at a funeral many moons ago, there was a ritual called Da Chai,
What's that?
Dazai.
Okay.
What's that? Oh my goodness. So in Cantonese, it says here, in Cantonese, it means beat the disaster. It symbolizes
Wow.
the rescue of the deceased from hardship in hell. A distant relative who was witnessing the ritual ran to the playground in fear. He said he saw a figure following the Taoist priest when he was jumping through the fire.
Wow.
Okay. I don't want to make out of that, but thanks for sharing, KS. How did this come about? This comment?
Yeah, man.
It's like out of the blue.
Okay.
But I've seen this happen though.
Yeah.
I've seen this happen somewhere where I saw a Taoist priest
Serious?
jump through the fire. Yeah, but
What does it resemble? What does it represent? We don't know,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not sure. But it says here that it means that in Cantonese, right, that word, those two words, it means beat the disaster. So it symbolizes the rescue of the deceased.
okay.
Oh, from hardship in hell. So that the Taoist priest does this so that the deceased does not
Face
have
any hardship.
in hell.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then so he says here that you guys were talking about funerals just now, and he got reminded. Okay, so this is the last question we're gonna do for today. It's from Edwin Lim. He says, I have one question to ask Noel. That's me. Ooh, hello. I've seen many YouTube channels about paranormal, and they are mainly from other countries like Russia, UK, US, and Europe countries.
Yeah.
So to them in their countries, there are many haunted sites to investigate. So what do you think of them as being a paranormal investigator? So what's my point of view?
Wow.
I'm jealous.
Wow.
Like, because I watch as well, right?
Yeah.
Paranormal content will always be like one of my favorite pastimes. So I will watch, and then I see them visit these old hospitals.
Gospels. They visit gospels. They visit.
Like hospitals, mansions.
Yeah.
I know of like some of my friends in the UK who are paranormal investigators, really good ones,
Wow.
they can go up to a bar and they tell them, okay, because the bars there are like hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Oh. Wow.
And they tell them, okay, when you guys close, we want to do a paranormal investigation. Okay, it will cost like £50.
Okay.
Yeah. Or sometimes they'll say, do it for free because we want to know as well, is our place haunted?
I see.
And they get to do all these stuff, and then I go like, like I want to do it, and then there's like, businesses a business will never let me go in and conduct something. That's one.
Yeah.
I've got all these restrictions, like you cannot go to this building, like Old Changi Hospital, because it comes under the Singapore Land Authority. If you go in, you're gonna get charged for trespassing. You go to Istana Woodnook, owned by the Johor royal family, but is protected by the Singapore Police Force, so you get charged for trespassing.
Exactly.
So there's so many places that I can't go. Then I say, okay, I just want to do something at a park. And then they go like, oh, that's under N Parks, and then it's a nature reserve. So after a certain time, you actually can't go in.
Yeah.
And if you do it, you are breaking the law.
Yeah.
So there's all these restrictions, and then I look across the causeway, like,
Malaysia?
yeah, I've got friends there who are investigators as well. Yeah. And then they have such a field day because so many places that they can go to, Yeah. So there are a lot of restrictions, but I love the country a lot. So I'll just take this as just one of the things like, if I'm a citizen here and I enjoy the safety and the peace of the country, and then but when this pandemic is over, I still want to go to so many places like outside Singapore and to explore.
Exactly, brother. Do you think European countries, they have rich history of all these paranormal encounters?
Of course, because the buildings are old. It's not like here where
it's also because we
break down a lot of stuff and all. Like, dude, if you are at all the old shop houses, right? They've got so much history, man. They are so haunted. If you run a business there, for sure, man, you would know like a thing or two about ghosts because you would have experienced it. If you look at old stuff like Victoria Theatre, so much history.
Exactly.
It was used by during the Japanese occupation and all. It's haunted, So it's all these old buildings, but we don't have a whole lot of them because a lot of stuff was broken down. A lot of old kampongs had so much history. They break down. So, I mean, it's a country that's always progressing. It's always something new, right?
But what remain of us here, right, in Singapore? Even all these great kampongs that has been tear down and now rebuilt to our housing board or in fact developments, right?
Yeah.
All these new developments, right? There's still encounters of all these sightings.
Of course, yeah, because it's you remove, just say, graves, right? Like say bidadari.
Yes.
You remove the graves.
But their souls are still there.
Yeah, because it's the graves and all is just a structure.
Symbolic only lah.
Yeah, but they're still gonna roam the land like
exactly.
No matter what. So Bidadari is gonna be a place that when more people move in and all, then you will have these sightings. Like it's something that you can't run away from.
Expected lah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like for sure. I mean, look at places like for example, there's some MRT stations like Bradel, right?
Yep.
There's been so many ghost sightings. That's where a cemetery used to be. Part of Bishan as well. Was an old cemetery. Yeah. You look at can I say this on there? You look at Takashimaya, for example. Right? And opposite Takashimaya is Mandarin Orchard.
Yeah.
Used to be a cemetery. They built like where these two buildings are.
Yeah.
It's built on a cemetery. It's very haunted. Okay, if you know someone that's working like maybe in the basement of Takashimaya,
they will tell you.
Ask them what they have experienced because they will probably tell you stuff. The hotel as well. I can't say too much about this because of legal stuff, but
I mean, again, going back to this, right? Definitely, all these places previously known to be haunted places, haunted kampongs.
Yeah.
haunted cemeteries now turn to be developments, housing developments, commercial developments. So one thing that we need to understand, these spiritual entities are still there.
Yeah.
Still there, roaming, right? Whether they come in contact with public people or not, that's another side of the story.
Yeah. Yeah, like Rasvinder says here, also Newton and Novena MRT, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I wish that our
There's a
country
lot
doesn't
more.
remove all these cemeteries because...
But what I'm trying to say, right? Sorry to interject there.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say that we should be also grateful. Not trying to compare ourselves with other European countries or other foreign countries, right? No doubt their demographic is bigger, their land is bigger, but we here we make do with what we have here, and what's remain of us here is
Yeah.
still legit. Places where it used to be haunted, now being a commercial or even housing development, it's still haunted. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Okay, let me end with this story, okay? So this will be the story I share, and then we'll say good night. A few years ago, I was asked to go to Bintan, right? So Bintan is an Indonesian island near Singapore. We're gonna take a ferry there.
Yeah.
And I was asked to go there because a certain celebrity had a restaurant and bar, and this restaurant and bar was apparently haunted. Right, so it was pretty new, you know. So they got worried because the staff don't want to work.
Okay.
The band had issues.
I see.
So they invited me there. So I said, okay, I will stay there for like I think 2 nights. And I had lunch.
Okay.
And then I felt the place. I said, okay, I'm gonna go back to my hotel, but I'm gonna come back at night. At night, once you guys close, I want to be alone in this place, you know? So we did that, and then we came back later at night. And then I remember when the band was on stage, and now I was looking at the mixer board. So a mixer board is where they plug in all the amplifiers, the guitars, and keyboards and all. It's a analog one, so it's not the only way you can move the levers is with your fingers, right? And it started to move by itself.
Wow.
Yeah. So it will mute like the guitarist, it might mute the vocalist. And then I was like,
So
okay,
strange.
this is interesting. And then there were a few other occurrences where stuff would fall off the shelf. So I thought maybe that could be like the vibrations, you know, because maybe the structure isn't strong, right?
Okay.
So when the bar finally closed, and I just told them, you know, just let me be alone here for 1 hour. Shut off all the lights. I want to be in darkness. I will sit in the corner of this place.
Serious,
and I want to feel. And I closed my eyes. Then I think maybe about 40 minutes into this, I felt a very strong presence, but it was an unwelcoming presence.
Wow.
Yeah. And I kept my eyes closed. And then so I asked this thing, I said out loud, you know, you know I'm not here to harm you, and there's no way I can harm you, but you obviously can do something to me.
Yeah.
I just want to know why you are so unhappy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I heard footsteps. And then I heard a child's voice. Yeah. I got goosebumps. I heard a child's voice.
This is a cool story.
So
wow.
The moment I heard the child's voice, right, my instinct was just to open my eyes.
Yep.
And I opened my eyes, right, like in the corner, because I'm looking this direction, right. In the corner, I saw a silhouette of what looked like an adult and a child
standing.
Now I know I'm alone. There's no way, like at 2+ in the morning,
people are there with you.
Yeah. And I know the place was locked. And then I, like, somehow, right? And I can't explain this, but somehow I already knew what the problem was. Yeah. It's like it's not like I had a conversation and then I got the answers, but I immediately knew what was wrong.
Okay.
And all I said was, I'm so sorry for you. And then I left. Then I went down, and so this is where this place was, right?
Yeah.
Can you see me? This is where it was. I went down and I walked across the road. This is where the manager of the place was and some of the staff.
They are still there.
Yeah. And all I asked them was, why didn't you tell me that this place used to be a cemetery? Then they look at me like, oh, I thought, one of us told you. I said, no, nobody told me. And I said, the only reason why you're having all these problems, right, is because you built this bar that is sitting on sacred land. It's a cemetery.
Wow.
You guys had working girls come in, right? I'm talking about call girls, right?
Yeah, correct.
They really don't like it. It was a Muslim cemetery. They really don't like it.
I see.
You're selling alcohol. These girls are selling sex. It's very loud. It's just something that
contradicts the
And until the day you close down, right? It's not just them. There's more of them. And
you can sense more.
Yeah, they're just not gonna be happy.
Okay.
And then the guy was like, oh. Then somebody also said that they saw
similar.
Yeah, with a child, And I said, okay, there's nothing more I can do for you. Like, you all should have done your homework first and not be ignorant and go like, oh, I got the money, I'll just build stuff.
Whatever
and they went bust. Yeah, the business closed down. And I remember that night, like I went back to my room, and usually when I'm on like trips like this, I love drinking.
Yeah,
I'll just drink in my room. Or drink at the hotel bar. I'm that kind of guy.
Okay.
And this time I had no mood to drink. I just felt so sad. That was the resting place. And then it turned into like this place where, there was sleaze and, Yeah, because they definitely deserve better than that.
But I just want to ask you a quick question. What gave you the courage, right, to reply or even to comment to the entity? Because you mentioned just now that you said to them, I'm sorry for whatever, right? Even though you don't really communicate with them or knowing the background of that place, right? But what gave you that courage to actually communicate with them?
I mean, it's the same wherever I go because, like, I don't know. It's just how, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
do you think that these souls deserve an answer from our world, or these souls deserve a reaction or whatever?
I don't understand.
I mean, these entities, right, that you come across, do you think that they deserve a answer, right, to be channeled back to them?
I mean, they like, no matter what I say, right, it's not going to change
things there, right?
Things right. It's not like, if I go talk to the people that own it, it's not like they're going to close down the place the next day. It's not that they're going to stop serving alcohol. It's not like they're going to stop the sleaze from coming. So I cannot do anything about that. That's why I said to what I saw in front of me, I just said, I'm sorry. I feel so sorry for you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is very powerful, man.
Yeah. So it's like that. Like, if I walk into a place and then if there's a connection with whatever that's there, like I immediately know what's wrong or what needs to be done, or there's unfinished business.
Wow.
Yeah. Or sometimes it takes a while to get there, but yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it.
Wow, you don't have to explain, man. People can just feel you by you actually sharing your experience.
Yeah, and I'm like that with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I meet someone, right, even if it's the first time meeting them, then I know that something's wrong with them. So my annoying trait is I will ask them, like, are they okay?
Yeah.
Or and then I think sometimes, like, maybe some people don't like that. Like
might get,
because it might be a little too intrusive. I don't know. Yeah.
Might give them the wrong impression, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not something. Yeah, it's. I don't know. Maybe it's like care, concern.
Exactly.
I don't know. Me being a kepo. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. It's kepo, but it's more of like caring and concern.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a good 2 hours. Coming to 2 hours. Bro. Wow.
Okay, we're gonna try our best to get a guest to come in next week.
Exactly.
What happened is that we had a guest scheduled for today, and then they had like family commitments, so then they couldn't join us. So we're gonna try that. If you guys want to be on our show, all you have to do is just reach out to us and then
DM us. Yes.
Yeah, and then we will get in touch with you, and then we will schedule a phone call. Of course, it's gonna be live. Yeah.
And for those who viewed our content tonight, right, thank you so much for tuning in. And for those who appreciate our content, please do not forget to buy us coffee. The link is right above me. Is at www.buymeacoffee.com/GFSTV.
Yeah, man. I wish you all nothing but
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Have a fantastic weekend. Remember to always be positive. Yeah, and
Stay safe.
yeah, and remember what I said about things like you shouldn't do before you sleep. Okay, if you can practice that, I'm very sure you're gonna wake up happy or happier lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and enjoy your weekend. My name is Indra Sahib.
And my name is Noel Boyd. Thank you once again for watching Haunted Hour. Good night.
Bye bye.